Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Good as Gold and number 47 on Thursday, June 14th. I am OrD, that's ORD. You can find me all these beautiful locations down below. Special shout out to Zeke, our sponsors for the tournament. That's Z33K.com. Also, let's say hello to today's co-caster, also an admin for the tournament. It is vVv's Ambush. Hello, sir.
Hey guys, how you doing, Ord? Looks like we're having a pretty good tournament so far. We've already casted one game. It's pretty eventful.
Have a little bit of downtime in between, a little more than I like, but we're excited to get into this one. Dragon Fury actually doing fantastically recently in the tournament, having a lot of interesting builds. Also really like that he's a very mannered player for the most part.
Okay, yeah, I think I actually went up against him one time before, and he did actually knock me out.
Oh, sorry.
But it's been pretty interesting playing in your tournament so far. Just wanted you to know that.
Yeah? Uh,
Yeah,
for the most part, do you think that it's like useful, helpful to you, or?
honestly, yeah, it is pretty useful. It's different from that typical laddering 1v1. It doing in a tournament setting, it builds up that pressure that this could actually mean something, that you could actually be like a champion in something. So it has its own different little pressures than ladder is. And I mean, typically on ladder, you don't really get to experience a lot of different things on ladder because typically it's normally cheeses that you see, but it's different. And I feel that it helps my gameplay. Ooh, we have an all pro or SCV pull from Dragon Fury. I don't know.
It's the
I don't know if
SCV.
that was necessary.
He just didn't like that SCV. He tried to wall it out, but didn't quite get the supply depot down in time. Let's really quick introduce our players. In the upper right-hand corner of our screen, this is the last time you will see Core Hall Compound, and on it we have the Red Terran Dragon Fury. Who is he playing against, sir?
He's playing against Imp Corvus, the purple Terran in the bottom left corner, which we do see a gas out of him already, and it looks like he may be going for a 3 racks build.
Going with that orbital on 16. It's actually higher economy to do an orbital on 18. Fun fact for anyone, but 16, 17, 18 around there is the norm. Checking up here, we see Inf Corvus has a secondary scout that he has hidden away to check for whether or not an expansion goes down. We have the double racks for Dragon Fury, and the refinery almost done for him, so he may be intending to go with an early stim. He has 3 Marines queued up right now and a lot of extra money, so the fact that he's not laying down a bunker and or using that money to build a command center makes me think he's going to go with early aggression.
I think we may, because he is doing the 3 racks, but he did get his gas a little bit late. I don't know if he's just going to go straight Marine pressure or add a little bit more Marauders, but uh, Corvus is actually banking his money, and he only has that 1 racks down with 4 Marines out.
Yep, I think he's
So,
planning to build a command center in base, just the way that he's very holed up inside. He doesn't want to go down there on the low ground. Yep, there goes the
yep, there
command
it
center.
goes.
So much easier to play this game when you have perfect knowledge of everything.
Yeah, and we actually do see an expansion going down from Dragon at the actual natural expansion. And that SCV from Corvus is actually still up there. So let's see if he can actually scout this,
Uh,
which
yeah.
it's he can't see it quite yet.
Neither of them can see each other, but that scout will probably go down. I don't think he's going to survive with that very nice marine spread by Dragon Fury, cutting off that choke point. Doesn't look like he has any plans of scouting in his own area. And we have the 3 racks coming down for Inf Corvus, who is also preemptively building bunkers. Looks like he definitely thinks he's in for some one base aggression.
Yeah, it does look, and he's also throwing down 2 additional barracks, which I actually really like. And it does appear that Dragon is actually going for a stim +1 timing.
He's going to be a little bit weak on it, though, as he was supply blocked for quite a little bit there, so he was not producing Marines. He'd be about 2 Marines short on the overall count if his timing is normal-ish. The command center
Hmm.
inside of Corvus's base has not been upgraded to an orbital yet. Here I am hitting B for him.
It does appear that he just started that as well. And he
There it
still
goes.
has Corvus is still yet to lay down that command center down at his natural, which I understand that he's waiting to build it into an orbital, but even if he brings it down to that expo and he does get pressure, he can easily lift that up and bring it back in.
Opening up that units tab, we see that because this command center was up in the main, and there hasn't really been a lot of SCVs going anywhere, that could be the reason why Imp Corvus is a little bit ahead in worker count, but now it's been tied back up because Dragon Fury is getting production out of his second, or is about to. There it goes again. There's one Marauder on the field for Dragon Fury who's first researching Stim and more than likely going to go with that concussive shell next. Indeed. Oh, he went with it and then he canceled it and he decides to do
Actually,
combat shield instead. He's got mostly a marine composition, so not a terrible idea at all. Imp Corvus
hmm
finally landing that orbital command on the low ground and also getting an engineering bay of his own, but he's going to be about 90 game seconds behind that Dragon Fury, and in a TVT that can be hugely important. That upgrade count for your Marines really can swing the balance, unless of course there's a huge difference in medevac count.
yeah, which I actually like his idea of going with that combat shield rather than going with the concussive shells for the Marauders. It's gonna really help out his Marines, and what I would like to see from him after this fourth Marauder finishes, to see him start pushing out to at least the watchtower and try and poking his base a little bit. Because as you can see, Corvus is actually getting up his tech lab for his factory already. If he gets that first tank out, this timing attack that he may be going for can be easily stopped as soon as that first siege tank comes out.
Yep. Oh, the third command center going down for Dragon Fury, who was supply blocked for a little while again, which is a little surprising for him. But now if Corvus returns the favor and supply blocks himself, so just some very fundamental mechanical things that happens to all players at all levels, but when it does, it really slows down any planned timing attacks or windows. So he's not going to really be able to take as great of advantage of the upgrades. In fact, now both players are supply blocked again at 70th
Yes,
just
they
about.
are.
That third command center, though, if it gets completed and we don't have pressure by Corvus, will allow Dragon Fury to pull ahead greatly in the economic world. Although, as far as tech goes, Inf Corvus already has siege tanks out and siege tech about halfway done, and there is no reactor on the factory yet for Dragon Fury, who's building a second starport. I'm not sure what his intent is there. He already has a reactor down on one starport and a few medevacs, loading them up. We're going to get, yep, some
A
dual-pronged
double prong.
aggression.
Yep. Which I don't know if you've watched the Kespa at MLG, but if you saw Flash's play, he actually went with a whole lot of medevacs, and he had like 14 medevacs in a bio push, and those medevacs actually paid off. They were just keeping those units completely healed. I mean, normally I try to keep like 6 medevacs for mine, but I've been trying to get those extra, and that double starport will allow up. He's dropping tech labs on the starports. We may see some banshees out of him.
All right, and he's pausing now with the dropship on top. I did actually catch a little bit of that. I didn't get to watch everything, but yeah, I've seen a few of Flash's StarCraft 2 games casted before, and he definitely prefers tons of medevacs, and I've always felt that they were undervalued by Terrans. Now the drop goes down, but Siege Tank is in range, so this
Yes, it
bottom drop
is.
is not going to do very much at all. Doesn't even get to get picked up before it dies. However, the drop up top is able to make all the SCVs pull, but doesn't kill very much before Imp Corvus is able to kill all of it. Oh, those
Yes, he will.
poor Marines.
But
Oh,
as you saw, he did pull all of those SCVs, and that will add up since Dragon is on 3 bases.
supply definitely swinging in Corvus's favor for the moment, but that will start to swing the other direction now that we have mules down in the economy for Dragon Fury.
He's going for battle cruisers. I
What?
don't know if you caught that, but he has 2 BCs on the way from his starports.
Ah, I
I
don't
really
even.
like this play.
I didn't see that at all. That is going to be completely unexpected. I really think that he needs to go with the. Where's the armory at? Uh,
I, I I don't know. I don't think he has an actual armory out yet. I do see that he's had that fusion core down and he has his BCs, well, one BC out. so far. But if Corvus pushes out right now, this is going to be completely deadly with those tanks. I mean, he'll have to swing those battle cruisers all the way around the back side in order to even take out those tanks.
Yeah, I mean, with that plating upgrade, Marines take forever to kill battle cruisers, but you really got to get those upgrades for them. The defensive ones are actually more important for battle cruisers than the attack. We have a lot of barracks going down, a second engineering bay down, but I really think Dragon Fury is overestimating the amount of Vespene gas he's going to have. Maybe not. We see Inf Corvus moving in, and he's not aware that the third is there. He doesn't scout down for it at all. Starts the siege up, and
Nope.
we're going to have an engagement. Oh, Dragon Fury pulls back, all the way back. Takes a
Oh, if he
pretty
takes those
decent...
BCs to take out those tanks, he could actually maybe stop this push.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, he needs another production cycle to pop off. There he goes. He missed the hotkey for all of his racks earlier, but now he has it. Inf Corvus is supply blocked right now, but he's got a lot of upgrades on the way. He's building some Vikings, a great decision once he saw those battle cruisers. There are only 3 on the map right now. Fourth one just now starting. Fifth one has not been started. The siege tanks are moving forward ever so slowly. There are no medevacs to heal this bio army, so once they stim
No,
one
there's
more
not.
time, they'll be about dead. Great positioning by Corvus. Battle cruisers pull too far forward. Stim goes down.
Yeah, I don't like that. Uh-oh, there goes the sim.
Oh,
I don't know what's
no.
gonna
The
go on.
bio ball is just going to melt here for Dragon Fury. Oh, and the battle cruisers doing a fantastic job, but they just don't have... All right, never mind. Never
Actually,
mind.
I'm
That
surprised
reinforcement of
Dragon
bio
helped
units was
that.
really helpful. They all got stemmed down.
I'm really surprised that he lived through that, and he is actually getting that plating for his battle cruisers. So it does look like he may be just going with the bio battle cruiser push.
And we got the Fusion Core dance that should be starting soon, I'm hoping. Oh, come on, do it. Oh, doesn't have enough gas for it now. And
No.
let's see, he's only got one harvester in one of his gases over here on the third, so that's hurting a little bit because, oh my goodness, our triple upgrades and battle cruisers expensive gas-wise. And he laid
Yeah.
down all tech labs. I really thought these were going to be reactors. Is he planning to just go ghost battle cruiser off of 3 base?
I have no idea because he's just producing Marines out of them. So I don't know if he was planning on having them as reactors, maybe just misclicked. But he is actually getting his bio upgrade as well as his plating.
That's yep. Right. Those upgrades are going down, and let's see if he goes with another upgrade of this armory after that one's down. I will say that for some reason the armory and engineering bay upgrades, the warning that they've completed, just never really seems to register with a lot of players. That's why a lot of people fall behind in upgrades. I'm definitely guilty of it myself. Now we have, how many are there? We got 4 battle cruisers, and no more in production just yet.
One
So
thing I want to point out is take a look at the income right now. The gas is Dragon's like 200 ahead in gas, but he's almost like 600 ahead in actual minerals. And he's also a lead in harvesters, and he's just now throwing down his fourth.
yeah,
This
Inf
is look.
Corvus definitely chopped a few SCVs that he should have gone ahead and added in. He's upgrading to a planetary fortress at his third. He's actually pulled ahead in the bio upgrades, which will be really good for him. The scan goes down by Dragon Fury. He now knows that the third base is there. And well, let's open that army up, and the army supply is just about the same. So
Hmm.
currently, really neither could engage the other and win decisively and easily. However, the worker count is really going to come into Dragon Fury's favor after the first engagement. Once we see these armies meet up and trade, I do believe Dragon Fury is going to have that much faster remax, and he'll
Yeah.
probably go ahead and take this game. But, Inf Corvus had some really great army control there earlier, some great tank positioning. He's gone ahead and cut out a lot of tanks. Now he's just got Viking Medevac Marine.
Hmm.
And now we got a few Vikings coming out for Dragon Fury to support his battle cruisers. And he's added on even more barracks, but he's not producing anything out of any of the barracks.
Which I really find confusing because now he's already maxed. I wonder if he's planning on just keeping those out and once these battle cruisers die, if he's just gonna add